If you were offered $1,000 daily to abstain from alcohol forever, how would you respond? I will immediately take it. Alcohol in my life is not worth $1,000 a day. Alcohol is insane anyway. It's allowed because of tradition and history, but if this was a new concept and someone came out with this today, trying to bring alcoholic drinks to market, it would be labeled a drug and heavily regulated. There would be media uproar. I'd require quite a bit more than that to undergo that extreme level of medical intervention and being closed off from the biosphere and never having fruits nor yeasted bread again. Alcohol is found almost everywhere where you find life, and some of this stuff even can be created by just electrical arcing your breath. While I already don't drink alcohol intentionally, I would have to be more cautious and hire an assistant who would research and help me to avoid foods, mouthwashes, alcohol swabs, alcohol for wound treatments, and other products where I might unintentionally consume alcohol. So long as that doesn't apply to topical application for cleaning purposes, I see nothing stopping me from being one of the laziest people making over $250,000 per year. It's really easy since alcohol kinda tastes like shit. Let me drink one martini first, and be good. I enjoy a drink, and even for me this is a no-brainer. Cut in half, $180,000 added to our annual income gives a lot of wiggle room. Take the other half, donate that to local reputable charities. The amount of good you could do for the world around you is significant. Already quit drinking and the quality of life improvements have been substantial without the cash. But if I had $1,000 daily, I would be able to quit my job and just be home helping to raise and educate my kids every day, so that would be nice if anyone is offering. I already don't drink, except for like maybe one glass of whiskey every couple of years. Sometimes I use wine in cooking. If that would disqualify me, then that could be an issue. But I think I would still go for it. It's sort of a no-brainer. As a non-drinker, not teetotal, but probably less than 5 standard drinks a year, this question flummoxed me. $1,000 a day? I'm concerned how severe your dependence on alcohol is, that you would even consider this to be not worth it. If I were offered $1,000 for every time this question is posted here, then I'd probably have at least $5,000 this week. Most people don't drink alcohol. If you have a drinking problem, get help, because this isn't going to validate you. 1,000 smackers would get me enough other high quality intoxicants that it's kind of a no-brainer. Maybe I could even invest in someone who could actually make a nice non-alcoholic red wine, and then I'd be golden. I fucking hate posts like this. Who the fuck would say no to this? $1,000 daily? That's $365,000 a year to just not drink alcohol. I guarantee that kind of money would improve about 95% of the lives of on Reddit, adjusted for inflation? Or would I have to start paying them back if I find the money become fairly worthless after a decade of abstinence and cool investments? Compound interest on $3,650,000 is quite neat. That kind of money eliminates the problems you're trying to forget by drinking, lol. Maybe some folks would think twice if it were $1,000 per month to never drink again. But this isn't even a good question. Wait, how dumb is this post? I thought originally it was $1,000 total, and the thought passed my mind. You're saying several $1,000,000 to never drink again? Should people do that for free all the time? I'd ask the stipulations. Can I use mouthwash? What about rum cake? Is it specifically alcoholic beverages that I fully ingest? I mean, the answer is definitely yes, but I'm not trying to mess the deal up. Hell yeah, $1,000 a day gets you a lot of DMT and ketamine, so I'll be just fine. Alcohol is a boring and expensive drug. Expensive as in how much damage it does in return for so little fun. Only the top 0.1 would say no to this. You need around $450K income to be top 1 in US. This gets you there easily, and the cost is nothing really. It is extremely easy to go without alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic nor anywhere near, so yes, I'd take the offer without batting an eyelid. But I hope that does not include usage of sanitizers, because I use them like mad nowadays, lol. Easy money for me. Hemochromatosis means that my body stores too much iron. Alcohol increases the amount of iron that my body would absorb, so not drinking means less damage to my body. No mentally sane person is denying $365K a year to not drink alcohol. A more interesting question would be to offer someone $1,000 daily if they had to consume X amount of alcohol a day. East Y money. I have never drunk alcohol on purpose before. My family is 90 alcoholics, and I promised myself when I was a kid that would never be me, and I have kept that promise. I would look to reduce my inevitable tax liability from that first, because it's one thing if I got $1,000 a day for not drinking, but if it ends up to be $700 or something, Well, I would be a multimillionaire now as I stopped drinking due to epilepsy 52 years ago. And spent the LSST 30 years in our 12 steps and other therapies to handle the sobriety side effects. Check the profile of the op. Tons of these stupid ass credit questions asked all the time, multiple times a day. Most never even get a reply. Only explanation is karma farming. I don't drink, but $1,000 really isn't that much money anymore. You need to add more zeros. Rolling eyes face. I would lock myself into anything for change. Where I'm from, that's 3 grocery shops. I can live without alcohol. I don't need it. I only drink when there's a special event, and even in that situation I was never addicted to it. That money is all mine. Guess I'd be a millionaire very quick. Where do I sign? I drink like a beer once every 6 months or so. I don't even recall the last time, so I can go without no problem. I can do it. But $1,000 is ridiculously low and isn't motivation for me to do much more than maybe make someone a coffee or send some bespoke non-PG 30 seconds video. I'd quit my job, maybe go back to college to start on a different career path. I'd do some much needed house repairs. There's so much I could do with that money, tbh. Be overjoyed as hell. I hate alcohol. I've never tasted an alcoholic drink I've liked. Everyone either I spit out or didn't take a second sip. Give my money. All alcohol? Or just the drinking kind? Don't see the point of getting millions of dollars if I can never drive an ethanol-powered drag car or monster truck. I'd already be up something like $2.3 million. So I'd ride this pony at least until I can afford a black market liver and then just go to town. It's so weird that my mind goes, wow, $1,000 a day is crazy, but then when it's written as $365,000 a year you realize that's just some people's salary. I am a social drinker, so at the moment, I don't drink at all, but if I had a load of cash, I'm thinking I'd be in more social situations. Bit catch 22. It'd be a normal day for me. I only drink when I'm out camping or celebrating with friends. Would be nothing for me to just toss it aside altogether. Life is short and money is just money. I'll keep my ice cold beer after a long day and a glass of Cabernet with my ribeye and garlic mashed potatoes. Would take the money in a heartbeat. Surely the ones that would be multimillionaires whom that money is pocket change for an addicts. Lol, seeing as I barely drink anyway, gimme that money. Now weed? I mean, still gimme that money. But that would be harder for me as a big pothead. Lol. I think a lot of people would still do this for $100 a day. But maybe not $10. Maybe around the $20-$40 range is where the question is interesting. By not drinking for about 3 months and using the money I made to be my booze money the rest of my life. If someone is offering, I will start now. Can I have a month to wean myself down? If I cut cold turkey, it would probably kill me. If not, sure. Let's start today and see what happens. Earn my entire yearly income every single month. That sets me up for life. I'd be able to work what I want and not just for survival. $1,000 per day? That's a shit ton of money in my country at least, and I never drank alcohol in my life, so free money for me. Where to sign? Obviously everyone is going to go for it. A more interesting question would be if you would do it for £30 a day, something not life-changing. Speaking as a heavy drinker, I'm taking the money. It's not even close. I'll figure out how to quit. My job is most of why I drink anyway. Is soy sauce wrong? I can't do it. Otherwise, I would. I have the Asian flush. Can I take that payment retroactive to the day I turned 21 instead? Never drank, and 19 years worth of payments would make me rich. What happens if I relapse after a year? I reckon I could go for a year without a beer to rack up $365,000 and take my money to the pub. TBH, this is awful. I'm not proud. I would take that cash and find something else to cope with. I'm definitely going to be downvoted. I am a drinker, but that is quit my job money. I would happily trade drinking for not having to work. And I actually like my job. I'd say sure, I can skip the odd glass of champagne I sip at special occasions and the 1 or 2 cocktails per summer. No biggie. Okay. Sure. I was recently offered staying alive for mostly abstaining from meat forever. Also took the deal quite well. These questions are ridiculous. Would anyone really keep drinking if the alternative means you're guaranteed $365K a year? I'd say yes. There are way more fun ways to get fucked up than alcohol. $1,000 a day can make for one hell of a lifestyle. Honestly, no shot. I would never give up the simple joy of drinking a beer. I've thought about this concept a lot. Never. I'm kind of an alcoholic with a long family tradition, but I'd probably stop drinking for $1,000 a month. let alone a day. I would gladly take it. I don't like the taste of alcohol or the feeling of being drunk, so it's a win-win all around. I will wait till Friday, take the 4,000, and spend all the money in a bar and offering everybody a cold one. Cheers! If you would have asked me 3 years ago, I'd have said fuck no, but been sober since 4/7/21, so now bring on the dollar. I pretty much already do it for free, so I'm a social drinker with no friends. This would be an easy decision. Lol, that is such a dumb question. Daily? 365k a year? Sign me up. I drink maybe once a month. I can do without. I'll take it in a heartbeat. Been on the wagon for 3 months, one more month to go, and it's no issues at all. Easily. I drink on average less than once a year. Got drunk in the summer of 2022, probably won't this year. If you need to think about this even for a second, I have bad news for you. You're probably an alcoholic. If you have to think about the answer to this question, you're either generationally wealthy or an alcoholic. I drink only every month or so, don't need it at all. 1k a day will retire me, and that I definitely need. Not a big loss for me, but I will be able to leave my job and start doing something that I will enjoy. Man shrugging. Everyone is saying how easy of a decision this is. As a recovering alcoholic, I can tell you it's not. Pensive face. As someone who probably has over $1,000 worth of alcohol in the house right now, that'd be such an easy yes. Easy 365k salary. I don't even drink except for celebratory events, and even then I don't need a drink. I will do it for $1 a day. As someone who had one drink in his life, it's like, really? How generous.